This is the Jeep Wrangler, and specifically the Unlimited Sahara, shown here at the better part of about 60,000 Canadian dollars. And this is the Toyota 4Runner, specifically the Big Dog TRD Pro, and it comes in at a similar price. My name is Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca, and in this video I'm going to focus mainly on what I figure is the biggest difference between these machines, which we'll get to in a moment, but first let's take a quick look at each of the two specific units that I'll be showing you here. So, 4Runner and Sahara Unlimited, and these represent two of the most recognizable, enthusiast-attracting 4x4s on the planet. Both are built like trucks underneath, rough terrain prowess comes included, and the spec sheets read like many an off-roader's Christmas wish list. So, two of a kind in many regards. There are many differences too. The Wrangler's V6 powertrain is unquestionably more refined and responsive in everyday driving. It's got a more modern feature content list, and the optional LED-fired headlamps are fantastic. I highly recommend them. 4Runner TRD Pro's trick suspension, though, blows the Wrangler's ride out of the water on rough roads, potholes, moguls, and the like. The rougher the terrain, the bigger the difference. Really, the TRD Pro suspension is some serious hardware magic. 4Runner also has something that many a 4Runner owner loves, a time-proven driveline that's remained largely untouched for a decade or so, to the presumed benefit of reliability with no-nonsense operation. And there's something else about the 4Runner that hasn't been touched for a decade or so, and that is the interior, which after about 3,200 collective kilometers spent driving this pair in the past couple of months is what I figure the most meaningful area where these two machines are different from one another. And I figure there's a fairly good chance that people will be cross-shopping these two machines, and so what I'm going to leave you with is a back-to-back comparison of each of the interior styling elements compared to each other. It's vinyl and plastic and nothing too exciting to look at from the 4Runner's levers, where Wranglers feel smoother and easier to use, and the designers have even used them to add some flair to the interior too. Another shot to compare, and I think the point is, in the 4Runner they're just levers. In the Jeep they add something to the environment around you, give you a little satisfaction, and all of the added detail which helps you feel like you're getting your money's worth. Ditto the instruments. 4Runner's cluster is tidy and neat, nicely trimmed, but Wrangler to me is just more eye-catching and far more modern with better graphics. This is a good time to remind you that for full reviews and additional content on both of these machines, you can check out the links in the description box below. This is what I always remember about the 4Runner, the roof dials for the crawl control and terrain select, which make things look a little less cluttered down on the dash. And up there on the Wrangler, it's plastic panels that look like the inside of a camping cooler, and plenty of noise gets through, but they are removable. The 4Runner has the same clock as my $30 Danby microwave. Works just fine, but $60,000, remember. Climate control, same thing. Not pretty, but logical and simple and easy to use. Wrangler's buttons in the same area can feel a bit more fiddly to use, but man, those aluminum-trimmed interfaces and embedded buttons and dials look the business by comparison. We'll do two wide shots here, and I figure the Jeep's interior does the better job of keeping my eyes busy, looking for more depth and detail, and the 4Runner focuses on keeping things simple and easy, but just isn't quite as much fun to look at. Wrangler's central interface is slick and smooth. That's a good thing because it is your gateway to many features and functions, some of which are more straightforward in the 4Runner, which is now finally available with the latest smartphone integration tech. Let's go down below to wrap this up. Wrangler's suspension here, and the 4Runner's magical Fox shocks, which give it the ride quality advantage in a serious way. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, on winter rubber in either of these machines, you are just laughing.
Well, that's it for this time. My name is Justin Pritchard. Until next time, take care and drive safe.